Hi, you guys. So this is the very last post for Education 633 with Dr. Bear and you guys. First of all, I want to say thank you guys for your great posts, your great feedback, and I really enjoyed this class. This is actually my first time taking a class of this caliber, and I was actually going crazy. I was like, oh my God, all these people know what to do, and I'm new to the class. So I actually got the certification. That's what I started with. I actually have my master's in education already, so I wanted to do a little more in depth. So this video is supposed to be discussing our learning theories. So we're supposed to look at some articles and see how they go with our personal learning theories. How are they congruent with the best practice? So for me, I looked at a couple of things. I looked at Clark and Mayer. I also looked at another book. It was it's called Integrated Technology in the Classroom, and this is by Bonnie Hamilton. So the things I learned from these articles. So Clark and Mayer. So I'm new to online teaching and online instruction because I haven't done it before. But for me, what I noticed, what I really didn't pay any attention to, was that you could be visually overloaded, but you couldn't be overloaded audibly. So that's one of the things I never thought about when I was, going throughout classes, when I'm going into the classrooms, looking at my students. But then that helped me realize that when I'm actually doing the marketing piece of what I'm doing at my job, what our students want to look at. So when they're having trouble with classes and they're having troubles taking tests or all these different things, what's the problem? And I looked at most of the information that they were given. They did presentations. None of the work was necessarily allowing them to be interactive. Like some of the developmental classes is just like, okay, here's the website, go to the website, read the information, do your test, you come into the classroom, do the test. But it wasn't very interactive with the students, so it was kind of hard for them to kind of stay focused. So even when I go out and do marketing, I learned that when we're looking at information, when we're sending out information, we don't want to do more than 7 items on a website or web page or whatever we're displaying. We don't want to overload it visually, but at the same time, we want to have enough visuals and enough information that catches the attention, and then we can pull the people in. Now, as far as Clark and Mayer, one thing that I enjoyed, as far as like, I did chapter 10, and I'm not doing chapter 10 because I had to actually summarize. I did it because it made a lot of sense, because that's how I learn. So pre-training, giving the information ahead of time and getting the work done ahead of time. So like with our class, we have the online, we have the modules we have to read, and then we go and do the test. So with us, we had to do our group projects. So that was a lot of reading and a lot of interaction between different people. Now that can be hard for a lot of people, and some it can be really easy. If you're used to working alone or if you're used to working in a group setting, it can go either way. But I think the interactiveness of the class made learning what we discussed a lot easier than it would have been if it was just us by ourselves, because some people are at one level, another person is at a level below them or higher, and we're able to kind of synergize off of one another and give additional information. So my total takeaway from this class is, because I'm still new to it, I know how to not overload my students, and everybody else is actually getting their master's in teaching and instruction and online or something related. You guys may already be teaching online. So again, this is very new to me. So I don't want to say very small takeaways, but the takeaways for me will be used later on down the road, because right now I don't teach, and I'll eventually start teaching but this is still something I wanted to get my, as you say, feet wet and get into. But I really enjoyed this class and interacting with the different students. And I loved you guys' videos. Your videos and the final blogs and the final web pages. You guys really put a lot of work, and I saw the content in the books come alive. When you guys finished the website, when we all completed the website, I saw the content come alive, and that was the biggest takeaway for me. So to you guys, I just pray that you guys continue to do what you're doing, and I want to say thank you. And Dr. Bear, it was a pleasure being in your class. Thank you. Bye.